All right, guys, I am here with Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. And Peter, we did a video a couple days on Tucker Carlson and the Antifa trying to scare Tucker at his own home. And we did a quick take on what happened then. And all of a sudden, a day or two later, we now have another incident targeting Tucker Carlson, and it involves creepy porn lawyer Michael Avenatti. And it appears to me that they are targeting Tucker Carlson. He's red-pilled way too many people. They probably see him as getting too powerful and too influential. And I would like your thoughts on what just happened at this country club, which involves Tucker Carlson. It involves a mobile phone video of the incident. It involves, of course, creepy porn lawyer Michael Avenatti. And I would just like to preface this before we get to your quick take on it, that it's not only the SJW liberal left, in my opinion, that is targeting Tucker Carlson. I also think that Tucker pissed off a lot of neocons when he demolished Max Boot. He demolished Schiff as well.
Ralph Peters,
yeah. And, of course, Tucker has been very outspoken in going against the grain when it comes to the war in Syria as well. So he's red-pilled a lot of people on geopolitics and on Syria in specific. So, Peter Lavelle, what's your quick take on what's going on?
Well, number one, I mean, it's well known, and Tucker has talked about it frequently. There's that he had, I guess it'd be fair to say, he had a bit of a drinking problem, and he hasn't drank for 20 years now. I mean, he's completely sober. So the accounts that I'm reading, that he's in a country club / restaurant / bar, and his daughter goes to the ladies' room, and she's coming back, and a stranger to her said, "Are you with at that table there? Is that Tucker Carlson?" "Yes, that's my dad." And then apparently he called her "see you next Tuesday" in a whore. And from what the accounts that we know or that have been reported, she went to the table and told her father what a stranger had to say.
In tears.
And in tears. Well, I don't care how old you are, any woman spoken to that is going to be extremely upset, and for good reason. Now, now this video clip comes into play. Yes, Tucker is using some very strong, foul language. But if the account that we are told is true, he would be. We know that he's a very strong family man. He talks about his family all of the time. And apparently, from what the reports are, his son threw a glass of wine in the stranger's face. And we could see in the video people like breaking it up here. From what I understand, the gentleman, I guess it is a club, he was had his membership revoked. All right. I mean, but this happened, 2 weeks ago or something like that? I mean, it's been a little while now, and now it's being revealed. So this happened before the mob, terrorized his wife. So now it's, but the thing is that we have alleged, reported, we don't know everything. I suppose tonight when Tucker's back, I suppose he's back from his vacation / book tour, he'll tell us what happened. Why it was kept under wraps for a while, my suspicion is that people that are supporters of Tucker and probably Fox, they have a good reason because he's a very popular talk show host for them. They were looking into this too. So the creepy porn lawyer again wants to inject himself into this. His track record is awful. He's 0 for 2, and now is he going to go for a grand slam? This guy is so dodgy. He's called a creepy porn lawyer for a reason. Now, he could be a nice, convenient front man to see if this thing all falls apart. But you're absolutely right. Tucker Carlson has red-pilled so many people. I mean, his ratings are stellar. I mean, best-selling book. No one is spared. No one. And that's his style. And it looks like, until we know more, and you and I tend to always want to stay away from conspiracy theories, but it looks remarkably like he's being targeted to make him make a mistake, make him make him regret something in public. Okay, I tend to think it's not going to work, but it's certainly been a couple hard weeks for him, considering I mean, he's on top of the world. I mean, he's all doing all of these interviews here. Ben Shapiro, Mark Stein, all of the big names that we like. And he's got a very high profile in it. And a lot of people, and there's some people certainly on the left, and I think I agree with you, some neocons would love to take him down a few pegs. So, what I find really remarkable and really tragic is that it's not about his idea. You're not confronting him. You're skirmishing him asymmetrically. Okay, that's not the way we were brought up. That's not the way you do things. I mean, I watched the creepy porn lawyer interview that Tucker did with him. Okay, he made a complete fool out of himself. Okay, no one on the left will touch the creepy porn lawyer. He's a hero. He's my guy. All that, and then one guy with a very straightforward, very easy to understand questions can't even get out of the gate without making a complete buffoon out of himself. And this is why Tucker gets on a lot of people's nerves. So I think it's a campaign against him, and they're waiting for him to make a mistake. Tucker even said that. Remember Bill O'Reilly? He said, if you have a narrative about yourself, it better be true and you better stick to it. But it seems to me that this is all going to backfire. If I had a daughter and somebody used that kind of language there, then it's you roll up the sleeves, okay? You broke the rules. You don't go after the kids. You don't go after the wife, okay? You got something to say it to me. And if you want to roll up your sleeves, then we'll see where it goes, okay? You leave the kids and the women alone. He's acting out exactly the way he sees himself and portrays himself. He sticks up for his family. And if you're going to mess with his family, you're going to get trouble, big trouble.
I totally agree with that. And that's what makes this whole incident, both the terrorizing at his house where they went after his wife, and now they're going after his daughter. And what my opinion on
cowards.
It's cowards. It's cowards. It's absolutely disgusting. But the part that makes me suspicious, and why I think obviously Avenatti's track record is that he is a liar, but what makes me even more suspicious is that Avenatti is playing once again the identity politics race card. What do you make of Avenatti? He's not basing anything on fact. He's once again saying, well, Tucker Carlson is, of course, a racist. And of course, the man that in Avenatti's words, Tucker Carlson assaulted is gay and Latino. So we have to believe him, and Tucker Carlson is a racist. What do you make of that?
It's like a Me Too thing, yeah? Yeah. Okay, but, I hate to break it to these social justice warriors, but the creepy porn lawyer, well, wasn't he before a defender of women? But Tucker Carlson's daughter is verbally assaulted in probably the most nasty way.
There you go.
So now he throws women under the bus. Now he has to find another identity politics victim, okay? I mean, this is just rubbish, okay? It's just nonsense. You have to be consistent, okay? There's no consistency in this at all. Now, I would like to, was the person Latino? Was the person gay? I mean, because of these people, because of Kavanaugh, I don't believe any of these things until you prove it to me. I'm not even going to repeat their stupid stories, and we should be very careful here, okay? Who is this guy? And if what we've learned, if he was a member of this club and he had his membership revoked, it must have been for a reason, all right? So, and why was it suddenly that snippet of video? What was before and what was after? What, your battery died? Yeah. It's like that Cohen tape, just kind of weird sentences, and of course CNN and MSNBC. This means, well, it doesn't really mean anything, okay? So what does this video mean? It looks like Tucker Carlson is very upset. He's using strong language. It's probably because his daughter was assaulted, okay? So, help me here, okay? It's the social justice warriors are reading the meaning into it. There's nothing that I can draw from it. I don't know what happened before. I don't know what happened after. I haven't heard what his daughter had to say. We've only heard I think it was a tweet, a set of tweets of what Tucker Carlson's view of all this was. So it's still very sketchy here. Other parties have to give their account for me to have a better understanding of it, because it's being politicized. And with these few facts, that's what they do. They draw all of these dots that may not connect.
Yeah, it's Kavanaugh 2.0. They're trying to go once again after Tucker Carlson now, and I think you hit it perfectly. These are the protectors of women who are terrorizing women. They're terrorizing women.
His wife is terrorized. His daughter is terrorized. This is what that takes a lot of courage, to go after the women. Okay, sorry, I'm a conservative. This is the way men are supposed to protect women. Okay, that's what we're supposed to do. That's what our genes tell us to do. That's our psychology. It's all science. Okay, I think it's so sad we have to explain it to people because of this warped ideology that is being peddled all the time at the universities and in the media. Okay, and the creepy porn lawyer is one of the high priests of this nonsense here. I mean, what a way to get in the news. Just a shameless prostitute. That's what he is, a shameless prostitute.
Do you think it was a setup? Do you think creepy porn lawyer, he got destroyed on Tucker Carlson. He's probably he was probably seething and probably thinking, how can I get back at Tucker? What's the most underhanded, disgusting thing that I can do to get back at Tucker? It
seems very plausible to me. And another way to inject himself into the news. I mean, what's going on with this guy? What was her name? The gang rape woman that recanted her story. Sweetnick? What was her name?
Yeah, Julie Sweetnick. Yeah.
Wow. Where did he? What is he? He sounds like an ambulance chaser to me. Okay, that's exactly what he is. Okay, he finds his victims. Okay, sketchy story. So he represents this woman, complete fraudulent. She admitted it. Okay, the second one, she admitted it too.
The DOJ is investigating him. Is going to investigate him.
So what kind of confidence will have this new client is telling the truth? There's a pattern here. There's a pattern.
Yeah, this guy he needs to be locked up.
The thing is that I've seen it before is that there are some people and they're suddenly vaulted into the limelight. It really has an effect on your adrenaline and you get addicted to it. Okay. And you just keep wanting more and more. And this is and MSNBC and CNN have done this. Okay. Over 300 appearances over the last few months. Okay. I mean, it's an addiction, and he needs to keep it going. Obviously, from what we're told, he has some kind of political ambitions. We'll see, but it's a classic story of two different ways of looking at it. The social justice warriors they'll just say because he's a bigot and because he's a sexist and all of these things. But the rest of us normal people look at it as like, why are you assaulting women? You're the one supposed to be protecting women. And now you're going after his wife and now his daughter. Okay. And good for Tucker's son sticking up for his sister. Okay. Good for him. All right. I'm proud of him. Okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
You say, ask permission. Can I throw a glass of wine in your face, sir? Ask for permission. Bullshit. Okay. You react. It's family. That's all you've got.
I agree. And I think most of America will see it that way.
Harry Truman, his daughter was Margaret. They had one daughter, and she was a pianist, not the most accomplished, but she played well. And I think it was like 1948, 1949 or something like that. She had a recital. And somebody, I think, at the New York Times wrote a withering review. And Harry Truman made it very clear that you're going to need, athletic supporter below and a broken jaw after I'm done with you. That was Harry Truman when men were men, okay? Because he stuck up for his daughter. God bless him.
Absolutely. Peter Lavelle, on that note, we will end this quick take. Thank you for your thoughts on the left. I would say the left and the neocon right targeting Tucker Carlson. It's disgusting, but we'll keep on this story and hopefully everything works out for Tucker because I love his show. I think he puts out a great program, and I know you also watch his program very often. Okay, great. Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. Thank you very much for your quick take. Guys, buy a shirt, go to the Duran shop, donate to our PayPal and Patreon page. The links are in the description down below. And Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. Thank you once again. Take care.